I think the faculty are incredibly dedicated and they are caring. Our program is based on caring science, and I have to say all the full-time faculty that I've seen in this program, they're really married to their work. They're always constantly trying to come up with innovative new things to do in class, and they go the extra mile for students. And I think that's a real hallmark of Ohlone, actually the whole college community in general here at Ohlone, but especially our nursing program.
What makes Ohlone unique is that, we've always had a history of excellence. We always had really good NCLEX scores. We're ACE accredited. We work well with our clinical partners. We have great professors who love nursing and love education.
I think the one thing that stood out to me most was the instructors. There's no divide. They were there for you. They were like family. They had an open door policy. They always helped whenever you asked, give you guidance on any little things that you were having trouble with. They were just like an open ear. I mean, they understood what you're going through because they had been through it. They're the teachers, but they were there to help you succeed, not to fail you.
If you ever have a question, they make it very clear at the beginning of every class. Do not hesitate to call or text or email. They make themselves open.
How much they care about their field and that passion, it gets ingrained in you as well. So when you go to clinical, you go and apply those things, you bring that same energy.
Most of the students have my cell phone so they can text me, they can email me, they can come by and share what's going on.
Ohlone, it's very inclusive. I like the fact that we are a diverse community. There are so many students of different backgrounds.
Clinical was the primary reason I went to Ohlone. I had gotten some feedback from people who are nurses already, and they said that the Ohlone program puts you in a clinical setting earlier and faster, and you get real hands-on experience.
I think SIM was also super helpful because it puts you in those situations in a safe environment, and when you go to your actual patient, it made it seem like it was a piece of cake.
You're reading about it in a book, then you're practicing it hands-on in skills lab, and then you go to clinical and you're actually seeing it on a real-life patient.
I really like how this program is so supportive, and all the teachers very experienced and they know what they're talking about, and they're just all very approachable with any kind of question. I couldn't ask for a better program, to be honest. I'm so glad that I chose this program and that it chose me.
I love working with the students, but I also love working with the staff here. They're very caring. They're very conscientious about keeping the program always improving, always moving forward.
I think at Ohlone we care. I think because we're a small program, we're able to actually spend the time with our students and get to know them on a much closer level. Our students are the reasons that we are here.
When I can see the students, not just in the lecture class, but in lab, but in clinical, we develop a very strong rapport in the program. The Ohlone program, you're really going to be worked side by side with your instructors. And we become a very close-knit family as a result of that. You will rely on all the other students in the classroom. A lot of it's a team effort, which it is in healthcare. You need a team for the patient to get better. They almost become like your second family during the 2 years.
We often hear from the nurses that they love Ohlone students. The Ohlone students seem to get in there, they know what to do.
You learn about it in lecture, and then you practice it in skills, and then you see it in clinical.
You practice what you preach in this program. You go to lecture and you learn as much material as you can that's going to benefit you in clinical. Then you go to clinical and you practice it on a real life person. I've had patients that read me like a book and they say, wow, like I can see you really care. I can see you here genuinely, not just to accomplish something in life, but because you actually want to be here to help me. And that's true, because I'm not in here for the money. I'm not in here for the fame. Wow, like you're an RN, that's amazing. I'm in here because I honestly, truly, genuinely care about patients. A lot of people are vulnerable in the hospital. A lot of them are depressed. A lot of them are sad because, they're not outside where everyone else is enjoying their lives. They're in there with an issue that they have that they couldn't control. So just being there for them in their time of need is quite honestly one of the best feelings you could have.
What really drew me into nursing was you're constantly learning. You have to be willing to learn about anything and everything. Everything applies. Whether it's anatomy and physiology, nutrition, culture, spirituality, there's always something to learn. Something's always changing. You never get bored, but you really have to love learning because that's the way it is through your whole career, no matter where you end up as a nurse.